We rise and shine on Mondays. What up, podcast? Be the creator here on the mic, and welcome to Creative Spark episode 3. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you will have an amazing Monday and have an amazing week. If it's your first time hearing my voice, this is a podcast for digital creatives. I mean, any creatives. By the way, before we start, did anyone actually did what I just told you guys last week as a game plan? Like, have you reached out any of those people that are inspiring you somehow, but they don't even know that you exist? If you haven't, or if you didn't even hear that episode, just go to the previous episode and hear more about my thoughts on this and like how this may open some doors for you if you do this actually for weekly. So, alright, today I decided to not talk about success stories and all the shiny goals and fancy fluff. Let's talk about the failures, fam. Like the big fat F on our papers that we are always afraid of. So, well, I hope you're not afraid of it though, because it's actually a true blessing. It's like, I don't know how many of you are listening right now would appreciate what I'm saying, but the failures are true blessings, people. Like, it gives us a solid proof of two statements. Obviously, it's a solid proof that it's not the end of the world and you don't actually die even you fail publicly. I know it's hard to digest, right? And it also proves that you're actually trying and doing some shit. Like, if you actually try all your ideas in your head, you may possibly fail. But like, if you don't try, you can never succeed. Also, I didn't steal this quote from someone, but I'm pretty sure 100% that this belongs to someone, and well said, whoever said it. Yeah, sometimes I'm just like, somebody has to say this. Yeah, somebody must have said already. But I mean, there's no reason that I just repeat it, like just to inspire you a little bit in case you haven't heard. Anyways, you must have heard that if you don't start posting now, you can never see how much attention your content may get. Like, there's like a big chance that it will fail or so-called flop on TikTok, like almost 99%. But what, would you still do it? Of course, like you got 1% solid chance that it will get some value, and you have zero risk of losing anything, and it will cost you nothing just to try. So for creators, regardless of any platforms, any mediums, every attempt is another opportunity to get closer to our success story. So you're literally standing in front of a door between you and your future audience, and one of those 200 keys on the ground will probably open this door. So you just have to try all those keys until you open the door. Like one new photo you share, one new commercial you film, one new song you release, one new logo you design, or one new joke you just posted online may just change a lot of things for you. And I don't want to keep this only as a motivational talk. Like, I'm not giving you a pep talk about, like, let's just give some of the real life stories. Again, a little bit of me. Alright, here's the good one. March 2018, after like 4 months of work building a website, an Instagram feed, and email templates, and reaching out like infinite amount, let's just number it, like 50 hotels. Like, as a so-called travel influencer, by the way, I'm not a big fan of this word anyways. I have sent over like 50 emails to all these different hotels and like hosts for collaborations or the stuff that I can do for them. So you can probably expect me to tell you, like, okay, 49 of them failed and that last one was it. Yes, success story, awesome. But no, all my emails failed, guys. I got only 7 responses, and all of them were just kind rejections. They were kind enough to reject me, and all of the other ones just ghosted me, all ignored. So what's the conclusion of the story? The conclusion is that I'm still here. I'm still motivated, and since then I actually got a lot of yes and traveled so many incredible places. It just didn't happen in a way that I planned or dreamed, or like, it just didn't happen the exact time that I was most expecting. Let me just frame like this. So the initial process was full of failures, and so many of us can choose to give up once they realize there's no demand and no attention for us. And so I want you to realize, or remind yourself at least, that you have to embrace that even you love even you love the success, you have to embrace the failures. They're gonna build you, they're gonna make you stronger, and they're gonna actually make you love the process once you succeed at the end. So once you quit, I wouldn't be able to help you anyways, and probably no quitter would listen to this podcast right now. So let's just pass that. All right, let me tell you, after like 50 solid no, wants to get that yes, your moment of glory is much more special, and it helps you to believe the process even more. Like, you're gonna embrace it even more, like, once you see one little result. And of course, I'm not telling you that you will fail in all those times like I did. Everyone lives a different story. You may actually succeed even earlier, but I'm just telling you that you will face a solid failure at least once in your journey, at least once, and there's a big chance that it will happen in the early stages rather than later. Which is the time that you're most sensitive to those all negative feedbacks from your clients or your audience. Anyways, now you know what you should do. Let's just repeat it again. Embrace the failures and learn how to love the overall journey, and loving all the failures as they make you who you become in the future. And you probably heard this a lot of times from different creators, right? So regardless of how big, small, popular, or crazy your goal is, never be afraid to shoot your shot. And I'm telling you, keep shooting your shot, not just once. So I do daily reach out to the brands I admire. I'm talking about the big ones. I don't want to name them in the podcast, obviously, but like, I mostly never get any answers at all. I always get ghosted, but I keep doing it. So I hope this got you at least a little bit fired up about keep trying, or not being afraid of to start from somewhere at least. At some point you will face rejections, failures, or you will probably get ignored a lot by people, and even from your own audience. So just remember that all the things that you achieved so far in your life probably are because you tried doing things instead of just sitting in a corner and crying about life. So until the next Monday, I want you to build a quick game plan and just list 20 brands that you adore that are related to what you're doing in your life or your career. So I guess you know the next step, what I'm gonna ask you for, right? Just gather your thoughts, gather your words, and reach out to them with a little pitch about how you can bring some value to them. But don't just ask them like, oh, is there anything I can do for you? No, that's the wrong way to approach them. Like, check their style of their brand pages or their websites or whatever you can find them and online. So, understand their brand messaging, then gather your thoughts, and then make your little pitch. And you may still never hear back from them, but this should never discourage you, because you just listen to Creative Spark, and you know that your journey goes on stronger with every move you make. Like, also, if you want to ask me anything personally, I'm always happy to help you out. Like, you can always DM me on Instagram or TikTok. You can find me as Be The Creator in both of them. And wherever you are in the world, I just want to thank you one more time for being here with me right at this moment. And until the next time podcast, take care of yourself, and much love, my friends. Be out.